Hello everybody. So tonight I'm going to the cinema tonight to see Fast and Furious 10. So in preparation for that, I'm going to rank all the previous Fast and Furious films from my least favourite to my favourite. So this is just my opinion, and feel free to share yours in the comments if you wish. So number 10 on my list is 10 because I am including the Hobbs Shaw, which is the spin-off film, because I've got to, really. Yeah, but number 10 on my list is Tokyo Drift. Reason I've not got the case because I've got the discs from the box sets. So yeah, I'm basically just showing the individual discs. But yeah, Tokyo Drift is my least favourite. It always has been. I mean, it's not a bad film. It's all right. But I think it's to do with the lack of the usual characters. You know, Vin Diesel's not... Well, Vin Diesel has a cameo at the end, but... Yeah, I think this is the... well, this and Too Fast, Too Furious are the only two that he doesn't star in. But yeah, he has a brief moment at the end. Paul Walker's not in this one. So yeah, but I do like the lead in this film. I think Lucas Black is the lead in this one, and he's good, but he's definitely not as good as Vin Diesel or Paul Walker. And yeah, this is the one that I watch the least. But it's all right. It has its moments. It's not a bad film by any means at all. But it's my least favourite, easily. And number 9 is the one that started it all, The Fast and the Furious, the first film. Very good film, but I personally think the franchise got better with the sequels. I personally prefer most of the sequels over the first film, but the first film is still great. You know, it's the one that started it all, so you know, I have to respect that. You know, it's got Vin Diesel and Paul Walker in it. Excellent chemistry together. The two characters, Dom and Brian, are the character names. But yeah, fantastic characters, great chemistry. And was it now 8? Number 8 is Fast and Furious, or also known as Fast and Furious 4. It's the 4th movie, and again, good movie, but I don't watch it that much, you know, as much as most of the others. But this kind of was what I consider a comeback film, because this was after Tokyo Drift, so in this one, Vin Diesel and Paul Walker are back. So I consider this one basically a comeback film. And yeah, I like it a lot. It's really, really good. So number 7 is Fast and Furious 5. This is great. This is The Rock's first appearance in the franchise, and he's excellent in the franchise. I've got to say, he's probably my favourite in the franchise. I mean, I love Vin Diesel and Paul Walker, but The Rock is probably my favourite, as he plays Hobbs, Lieutenant Hobbs. And yeah, he's just such a great character. And yeah, this is a good film. It's excellent. Number 6, Fast and Furious 6. And yeah, it's the one when they're in London. And yeah, great film. I just love it. Not much I can say, but... And yeah, this is the one that has Jason Statham's cameo at the end as the role of Deckard Shaw. So yeah, it's quite a surprise. At the time, it was a surprise cameo because people weren't expecting to see him in the film. But yeah, great. And now we're into the top 5. Number 5 is the second film, Too Fast, Too Furious. I've watched this one quite a lot. I dig this one. It's great. It's the first. It's also the first appearance of Tyrese. So Tyrese is his first appearance in the franchise as Roman Pierce. Excellent character, funny as hell. Love him. Paul Walker's in this one. Vin Diesel doesn't appear in this one. This is the only film. Well, the only film in the. Well, if you don't include the Hobbs and Shaw spin-off, this is the only film in the series that Vin Diesel doesn't appear in at all. I mean, he does appear briefly in Tokyo Drift, like I said, but this is the only one that he doesn't appear in at all. You know, not count if you don't count the Hobbs and Shaw movie. But yeah, I love this one. And I love the chemistry between Paul Walker and Tyrese. Number 4 is Fast and Furious 7. Now, this is excellent, you know. Bit of a sad film. It's the last one with Paul Walker, because Paul Walker was, yeah, he tragically died during the, while this film was still in production. So, yeah, but luckily they kept his character alive, you know. So, yeah, because at the time he died, he still had a few remaining scenes to film here, so they used his identical twin brother, Cody, to finish the film. So you can kind of tell in the scenes at the end when they're like, the character of Brian does retire. So yeah, you can sort of like see a difference at the end. But yeah, and it's such a beautiful tribute towards him at the end. And you've got Jason Statham as Deckard Shaw, who's in this film he's the villain, but he does later become a hero. But yeah, he's the villain in this movie. But yeah, great stuff. Number 3 is Fast and Furious 9. You know, I saw this when it came out nearly 2 years ago now. I loved it. Got Vin Diesel here, of course, as usual, and you got John Cena as well. I mean, just great seeing John Cena in the film. And yeah, I enjoyed this a lot in cinemas. So that's why it's number 3. Number 2 is Fast and Furious 8. This was the first Fast and Furious film I saw in cinemas. And yeah, this is great. It's got Jason Statham does return as Deckard Shaw. But in this one, he's more, well, in the previous film, he was the villain. In this one, he's more of an anti-hero. And yeah, I mean, Paul Walker is missed in this film, but his absence doesn't affect the film too much when you've still got Vin Diesel, Ludacris, Tyrese, The Rock, you know. But yeah, I loved this when I saw it in cinemas. It was just great. And number 1, you're going to be surprised with my number 1 choice, but I love this. I loved this so much when it came out. It's excellent. Hobbs and Shaw is the spin-off film with Lieutenant Hobbs and Deckard Shaw, and this was excellent. I love this. I mean, it's an action comedy. You know, there's a lot of humor. I just love because, you know, because these two characters, you know, they hated each other in the previous films. So, you know, but they're forced to team up in this film to stop the villain, who's played by Brixton, yeah, played by Idris Elba, who's a great villain actually. But yeah, I just love him in this film. It's funny. It's great. It's hilarious. I love it. Yeah, I just loved it when I saw it in cinemas. It's just such a good action comedy. So that's my ranking of the Fast and Furious films, and feel free to give your opinion in the comments. And I'm looking forward to seeing Fast and Furious 10 tonight. I'm actually going with my friend, and I hope you'll stick around. Tonight we have me and him are filming a video for our channel that we do together. So yes, surprise. I'm not telling you what it is, but and I will probably upload it on this channel as well. But yeah, but I hope you enjoyed that, and take care.